The federal government's proposed hate speech laws are an attack on the Australian way of life. Next week, federal parliament is being recalled for an emergency sitting to pass these laws in the wake of the horrifying Bondi Massacre. Now, these proposed laws represent a profound misuse of the criminal law. What's worse is that there's nothing in the legislation that actually would have stopped the tragic events at Bondi. Here are 3 reasons why these laws should be abandoned. Number 1, the bill criminalises opinions about matters of public policy and will open the door to a police state. Section 80.2bf of the bill creates a new racial vilification offence where a person could go to jail for 5 years if their words could hypothetically cause fear or intimidation in another person based on their race, ethnicity, or nationality. Now, this would mean that any Australian expressing a political opinion that touches on race, national or ethnic origin could face jail time if their words are hypothetically capable of causing fear or intimidation. Under the new laws, it doesn't matter what your intention was at the time, which is typically crucial in criminal law. There also doesn't need to be an actual victim or any actual harm to be caused for you to be prosecuted. It only needs to be hypothetically possible that a person could feel intimidated, fear harassment or violence, or fear for their safety based on their race or national or ethnic origin. Now, this will have a chilling effect on legitimate public debate, especially around migration and multicultural policy. Number 2, the bill opens the door to political discrimination by giving politicians the ability to label their political opponents as hate groups. Section 114A.4 of the new law empowers the Minister for Home Affairs to declare an organisation a prohibited hate group if the Minister is satisfied that the organisation has engaged in a hate crime. Now, a hate crime is defined broadly in the proposed laws, and this will enliven political discrimination. There's nothing in the bill that would prevent these powers from being abused by a government to target and even ban a rival political organisation or party. Number 3, it will be mainstream Australians who pay the price, not hate preachers. The bill's expansive scope and incoherent drafting ensure its provisions will not be used to prosecute extremists, including hate preachers, but rather ordinary Australians engaging in political debate. Nowhere in the proposed legislation are there protections for mainstream Australians to express their genuinely held beliefs. Yet Section 80.2bf4 provides an exception that will allow hate preachers to continue their activities if they successfully argue that they're doing so in discussion of religious texts or teaching. So while you could be prosecuted for expressing genuine concerns about an issue, particularly on migration or multicultural policy, without any legal defence, a hate preacher would be able to claim that they were simply engaging in religious discussion. Now, the result is not the prevention of violence or extremism, but rather the criminalisation of lawful opinion and the suppression of democratic discourse. There's simply too much at stake to risk passing extreme laws without proper scrutiny and debate. Now, the federal government's proposed hate speech laws will further entrench sectarian division and allow the government to target, censor, and imprison mainstream Australians for their political beliefs. Now that Australians are beginning to realise what the proposed hate speech laws will mean for them, it's clear the Prime Minister's rush to recall federal parliament is all about politics, and it has nothing to do with protecting Australians from extreme violence. To find out more about the IPA's research and to become a member, visit ipa.org.au.